In 2023, I made a video detailing some issues I had with the online game platform Rec Room, and its big problem with its system accidentally shoveling adult furry games to children. Since I've released that video, the issue seems to have subsided, at least from what I can tell. I'm fine with the fact they haven't outright banned adult content from their platform because I feel stuff like this should be allowed to be enjoyed by adults in their own spaces, regardless of what some certain lawmakers in the US would say. Let me make my BBW furry models in my own private room. But jokes aside, there should definitely be more restrictions around this because I think people can just make an adult account, but I appreciate them being at least a little bit lax on this, although this could end up becoming a slippery slope. I wanted to make this video because recently I came back to Rec Room to check out how things have been going, and while I will give praise to their removal of the blatant adult content that was plaguing the new page, I will not praise their other glaring issue which I've had with this game over the past few years. There's three major issues I'd like to talk about in this video as they're the most important to me personally, but if there's any issues that you, the viewer, have, I'd like you to let me know in the comments. The first thing I'd like to talk about is a little bit less serious about the other things I'd like to talk about, but something I've noticed, which I really just want to get off my chest, is that Rec Room in recent times has lost the original character it used to have. Before, it was a fun VR game where you could hang out and talk with friends. The big thing for me is that it wasn't Roblox. It was a really good alternative to Roblox that I really enjoyed, and even met some of my friends I talk to this day with on Rec Room. I cannot in fact say the same thing about Roblox, because nowadays Rec Room just seems like a copy of Roblox, just with an added amount of racist 8-year-olds on there. That's kind of just something that has been on there though, for the 5 years that I've been playing this game. A lot of people criticize their changing of the art style, but it hasn't been big enough, like, of a change, at least in my opinion, other than the full body avatars. And they can change the art style if they want to, I really don't give a shit, but the core purpose of Rec Room seems to have been lost. I appreciate their newer items, and the UGC is cool to have, but in my personal opinion, I just don't think these good additions outweigh the clear lack of care the team at Rec Room seems to have to make this platform a good one over a marketable one. Microtransactions have become a staple in modern gaming, so I don't really want to give blame for them making microtransactions. It's probably the only source of revenue outside of the few other mediums that they have to actually make any revenue at all, considering the game is free to play and all, but I think the microtransactions have gotten way out of hand at this point, and they were already out of hand like a couple years ago. When Rec Room collabed with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a few years ago, it was really cool. Having collabs was a really cool thing for Rec Room that made it stand out more. Until you realize that each customization that came in this collaboration was between fucking $15 to $30 from what I remember. Alright, sorry everypony, I'm in the middle of editing this video, so I was trying to look for like a screenshot of how much the items that I was talking about in this segment costed, and I think I couldn't find one, but I think they were like 20,000 or something. I think I mentioned it in the video, but I'm looking at the store here, the shop where you can buy tokens, and they have significantly reduced the prices, because I like vividly remember these being like a lot more, but I think I could be wrong. I don't, but I'm pretty sure they've reduced the prices on some of these. Like this 35,000 tokens thing, I'm pretty sure this was like $70 or something back when I was like the last time I checked the shop, which was months ago. But I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they reduced the prices. They added this thing, which is paid. This is stupid and dumb. I talk about this later, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this because I don't know completely. I could be wrong. If I am, let me know in the comments, but I just thought I should interject here because I go on a little bit of a spiel here about the prices. And this was for like one customization item, not entire outfits. To compare this, Fortnite also collabed with TMNT, and each skin costed about like $20 each. Of course, that's not including the like other accessories like the harvesting tools or emotes or whatever. But it still shows that even a company like Epic Games wouldn't even stoop that low for $30 items. Okay, I think I just need to keep my fucking mouth shut. Shut up, I'm not talking about Fortnite cars. This whole thing really irked me though. Before they started charging this much for stuff, I remember being able to just go and like play the game for a few hours and I could earn like nearly every item in the game for free by only utilizing my earnings from selling shirts and inventions. Like, I get you're running a free-to-play game, but so is Fortnite, and you can mostly earn V-Bucks for free. Of course, you can earn tokens in Rec Room, but it would take hours and hours to be able to actually afford most of the items nowadays. It's a really scummy business tactic, and there's a reason why not many other game developers actually do this. Because it shows that you just don't give a shit about your player base. Speaking of not giving a shit about your player base, let's talk about the big thing which I want to talk about today. AI. It's a useful tool, and that's probably what it should only be used for. Rec Room recently introduced this new thing where they want you to be able to make rooms with AI. I don't understand what they're even going for. I played it a little bit, and it's just there's nothing that I can see out of this which makes me go, yeah, this is a good idea. This is gonna innovate this platform even more, because it doesn't do shit. It doesn't do shit. So from what I played, you can make models, but you just pull something from the invention store and you can like change the wallpaper in your dorm room, and all it does is it generates an image of something and then it puts it on your wallpaper. Now, it would be cool if it like pulled something off of Google Images, because I think that would be the only way it would actually make this thing. Like, it's already stupid as hell and it's not useful at all, but I think it would be interesting if it did just pull off like Google Images. And it would also be a little less unethical. Alright, one last final interjection. The audio cuts off here. It wasn't supposed to, but there's like 2 more minutes of me talking about something for this. Long story short, I think it would be more ethical to not only just switch the whole AI thing around to like, I don't know, grabbing an image off of Google. Like, of course there would be some issues with that probably, but it's a whole lot better than using AI. Or they could just, you know, not utilize this new feature, quote unquote, and find something cool to pour their resources into. But we all know that's not gonna happen. Anyways, I don't have much else to say for this segment, so I'm going to be putting up some stream highlights from the time when I was actually like taking a look at this whole like weird AI slop dorm thing, and then I'll we've got a little bit more, but this is basically it for the AI segment. Let's see what's this Rec Room VR thing. Oh, jeez, whoa.
Good morning, Ferris. It's great to see you. I'm excited to help you design your dorm room today. Let's create a space that's perfect for you. What would you like to start with?
Oh, you just love using that generative AI. Put SpongeBob on this.
Does everything look good, or would you like to adjust anything else?
You know, I hate you actually, but I think we need to put like a painting of
Let's
Patrick
find
from
a painting
SpongeBob.
to
No,
add to your room.
but Patrick from SpongeBob. We need a painting of him on the wall. Please and thank you.
You're welcome. If there's anything else you need or if you'd like to make more changes to your room, just let me know. Enjoy your new setup. From SpongeBob SquarePants is now on the wall. If you need any more changes or have other ideas, feel free to ask. You're welcome. If there's anything else you need or if you'd like to make more changes to your room, just let me know. Enjoy your new setup.
This is awful. Now, if you know me, you know I don't really like. Not really a fan of AI. Which is why I'm doing this specifically for a video. This is why I'm using it. Okay, I want this barrel to be like orange, but with like a strange, like something strange. Just put something strange near it. Oh, of course you can't apply an image to it. You are useless, you know that?
I'm here to help you create the space you want. If you have any more ideas or if there's something else you'd like to try, just let me know.
Okay, can you put the code of conduct on the wall, but like can you make the entire wallpaper just the code of conduct?
I've applied a wallpaper with the code of conduct to the wall. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's not the wall that I wanted to use, but okay. That's also not the code of conduct. I think it would have been more interesting if she just pulled images off of like Google Images instead of making AI slop. Is there anybody who is like actually gonna use this for like anything remotely interesting? Cause what it seems like is that you can just change the texture. Clearly all it lets you do is just change the texture to like a sloppy AI image that doesn't even look good. Like what? That's not even what Patrick from SpongeBob even looks like. And this is a code of the fountain. Doesn't even make sense. I would have preferred it to be something cool. Can you change this bucket to be like evil?
Is there anything specific you'd like to change or create? I'm here to help with any adjustments or additions you have in mind.
I want you to make the bucket evil.
The bucket has been recolored to a dark, evil shade. Anything else you'd like to do?
Dark evil shade. Okay, I guess so. Let's make this art canvas have an image of SpongeBob SquarePants, but he's evil and also like super like angry. It's gonna generate an image. I wish it was just like I said, it should have just pulled off of Google. Is it actually gonna make an evil SpongeBob?
The art canvas now has an image of an evil SpongeBob SquarePants with an angry expression. Anything else you'd like to add or change?
That looks so awful. I don't think this is actually gonna burn down the entire rainforest for me doing this, but this is like, you just know someone is making something like with like 30,000 AI images here. They probably are burning down a rainforest with this. What can you do to the mirror?
I can adjust the mirror's position, change its reflection, or apply a new visual effect to it. What would you like to do with the mirror?
Can you change the mirror to have a strange filter over it that makes everything look strange? think I'm being too vague with my questions.
It seems the filter couldn't be applied to the mirror at the moment. Would you like to try something else with the mirror or adjust another aspect?
Can you flip the mirror and then put a sepia filter over it? I didn't mean actually flip the mirror.
Would you like to...
Can you flip the mirror again?
The mirror has been flipped back to its original position.
No, it hasn't.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with the mirror? I understand. The mirror is still in its original position.
No, wait, it is not. It is not in its original. It's not in its original position. Flip it over again.
The mirror has been flipped again. Does this position look correct now? Great. If there's anything else you need help with, just let me know.
This goddamn robot is so stupid. Okay, I want you to make this art canvas. I didn't even say what I wanted the art canvas to do, but okay.
The art canvas now has a beautiful and colorful abstract painting on it. Would you like to do anything else with it?
This means nothing. This isn't even an art. It looks like an art, but it isn't. There's no meaning to this. I want you to make these shelves orange and have pictures of orange Fanta on them.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Who is using this? Who is using this? I said this already, but who is like... Oh man, I'm so glad they added the AI image on a shelf like this. You can't even see what it was supposed to be. Who's going to this and be like, just... I'm scratching my skin off, just... I can't wait for the goddamn... AI images on the shelf. Who's actually like interested in this? I want you to generate a picture of whoever is interested in this new AI dorm filter thing, and put it all over this wallpaper. That's not what I wanted.
Anything else you'd like to do?
That's not what I wanted. I wanted the person in specific who is interested in this new feature.
I'm unable to help with that request. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Make a person who is interested in this new feature with the AI dorm room, but do not generate an image of AI. Generate an image of a person who is interested in AI.
Image of a person interested in AI has been successfully applied to the wall. Anything else you'd like to do?
So this is the guy. This is the guy who is playing this. He's very interested in what is going on. He kind of looks like Pine Leaf for some reason. So interestingly enough, it's actually Pine Leaf who's been doing this. So make sure to blame Pine Leaf and make sure to go and comment on his video saying that he is responsible for this new feature. Yeah, this feature really sucks. I thought it would have been something like actually kind of interesting where you could like generate models or something. Like that's even then I don't like that, and I don't think that's cool. I don't think using AI slop instead of actual like creations by people is cool. And I think you're weird if you think that it's cool. This was kind of just me looking at this and seeing if this was actually something that would be kind of interesting, even if it is just amalgamating a bunch of people's art into something. Because clearly it doesn't even do that. It just puts in like DALL-E or something, or like ChatGPT AI image generator, and then it just lets you put it on the wall. And it just looks kind of kind of awful, actually. It looks like when you try to like import an image into something and you don't know how textures work. And that's the dorm. That's the dorm room. That's the new feature. So I want to give my final thoughts. This part isn't scripted. I think Rec Room has the potential to still save itself. There's good aspects of it, and I do think it's a really good platforming concept, and it hasn't been tainted to a point where it can't be salvaged. I think if Rec Room wants their player base to actually like keep like staying on here, I think they should, I don't know, fix it. These issues are like the biggest issues, and I feel like they could easily just save them and not have them. So I'm trying to like put together all my thoughts here, and I just like, it sucks. It really fucking sucks. I've played this game Rec Room for nearly 6 years. Like I said 5 years earlier, but I started playing this game Christmas of 2019. So it's been like 5.5 years at this point almost. I've seen this game go to something that was really fun for me and my friends to play, to something that like, if my friends mention it and they're like, I think I might start playing this game, I say, I don't think you want to. I don't think you want to play this game, because it gets worse as time goes on. I don't have much else to say. If you have anything that you want to add to in the comments, I think you should, because who knows, maybe they'll see this video. I don't know if they saw the last video that I did on Rec Room, but things seem to be a little bit better. Like, I recognized that things seemed a lot better once I logged on a little bit after I made that video, but it just doesn't seem like it's gonna get better. But yeah, that's all I have to say.